Healing can come from anywhere at any time without any sense in it. It won't make any sense. That's my experiences. All those experiences I've experienced about direct and instant order into a chaotic situation don't make any sense. And they don't have to make any sense. Don't make any sense of this. Meaning don't analyze it. And if you do, you do. But that's what I'm telling you. I mean, it's not going to change anything. What I'm telling you, what you're thinking, what you're receiving from me and wanting to implement or apply, doesn't change anything. It just makes you in a more comfortable corner of the box. It makes you just feel more comfortable. And why not? It makes you struggle less. Don't expect anything. Not expecting anything is not going to change the situation, but it's just going to make you struggle with it less temporarily until order flows in. Whatever that order is, that order might be more pain because maybe out of that comes awakening. Or maybe the order will be an instant dissipation of this pain. There's limitless possibilities. Don't think of it. Don't expect anything. Say, you know what? Do whatever you want to feel like doing. Like you said, you accept it, meaning when you feel the pain, I'm feeling the pain. I'm feeling the pain. I'm angry, I'm angry. I resent it. Whatever it is at the moment. But all I'm telling you is don't expect anything. And if you expect, it's just as good. It's just when you expect, and your expectations are based on what you know what to expect. They're not met, you're going to struggle more. You're going to just create another struggle in there. Not expecting is not going to heal anything. But it's just gives you temporary comfort, but also it might fire back. When you expect, it might fire back. Because you say, okay, I'm expecting a healing within the next month. And it doesn't happen, now you have a new struggle. In addition to the physical pain, you have some psychological issue now. You're panicking, you're losing trust. If that didn't work, if the doctors couldn't help me, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? And then you get angry and all that stuff. So it's good. It's always good not to expect. Bless you. Because it gives you another, it's, what I'm saying is when you have thoughts of comfort, when you pursue things through thought, it's also good because it puts you in a better comfort zone temporarily, or maybe for longer. It's good, but it does not get you out of the box. It does not open. So if you are here and you're not comfortable here, you want to come here because you feel more comfortable, come here. But that does not connect you with this. You're still on the surface, but you just find a more comfortable spot for you. And usually, non-expectation takes you places where you will be more comfortable with things, if you're able not to expect. But thank you for sharing. Thank you I appreciate it. Sometimes it's difficult for us to share our personal, because there's an I, our personal struggles or pains, or Linda's been demonstrating that about her personal life with down, and she didn't hesitate because maybe 20 years ago or 10 years ago, maybe you're even allowed to do something like that because your I was stronger, and the I comes with an image. How does my image look like? How do people see me? But you'll be able to talk about anything without any reluctance. The more collective your perspective becomes, and that's a state of mind perspective. Any other comment or question or anything like that? Linda, how are you doing?
I think both the brains in our house had a better week. It seemed like, and it's always been that there are times you know, when it is something that it could be laughed at and something that, you know, I can go crazy about too, you know. But it has been so upsetting. And I scooted back because the air conditioner. Sorry. And Dan seems to have a little more awareness that he's just triggered, you know, the chemical thing, that it just, and all of a sudden he's raging and it's ugly and he doesn't really like the results, but it hasn't, I mean, I guess in the last few days it changed a little bit where it was last. So there's more comfort, not a lot of change.
Yeah, nothing from the past can change, and nothing in the future can change. It's this absolute moment where change happens. So in this absolute moment, what are you experiencing in this moment, in terms of thoughts or psychological pain or instability or anger, whatever, in this moment, right?
In this moment, I'm pretty comfortable, at peace, or whatever. Yeah.
And you know that this moment can be the same in every moment, regardless of what's happening outside this moment. Because we often go back to the same environment and think of what happened in the past, the last week before, and things like that, and all kind of thoughts arise in this moment based on past events. And anger comes, and all this chemicals based on a thought that is not even existing in the moment. That the situation that could have completely changed. Now when you go home, that could have already been a different person. But the minute you see him, you're going to think of what happened last week, and you might instigate something or provoke something, and you activate this old state of Dan again, and here goes a cycle again. When you go home, be in the moment, that this moment I'm feeling good. Keep this feeling in the moment, in every moment. I'm feeling good, you see Dan, don't remember the past. Again, this is not going to change anything, it's just going to give you a better comfort zone.
Right.
But why not?
Yeah, why not? I'll take it.
If staying in this state doesn't change anything, if you stay in this corner doesn't open you up to the consciousness, or staying in this corner doesn't, why not be in this corner since it feels better? Okay. And that's why we say, what do you feel like you want to do? Do. You want to go see a doctor? Go see a doctor. Right. Do whatever you want to do. You can play around in this box, go from one corner to another, jump up and down, make it trampoline, live happily, whatever, or live sad, whatever you want to do. It's just that you don't struggle more. Be aware that wherever you go into this corner, meaning thought, this corner is the word of thought. And no matter what you deal with through thought, is superficial, temporary, does not change your state of consciousness. Because I've seen a lot of people that come to this class, and they're misled by their own thought. That when they read a book, and they know all of this, and now they have it in the form of thoughts in their head, they go out expecting change and order and all this just because it's in the form of a thought. And they feel good about themselves until they're hit with something that is outside this box. And then they struggle even more. There's two struggles. One struggle is with whatever hits them, and the second struggle is a spiritual struggle. Anger is a spiritual disease. Then you become anger at spirituality. That's what happened to me. You know, I had this box, I was roaming throughout this box, everything was comfortable, everything was great, I felt fantastic, nothing threatens me, I fear nothing. And because I had those thoughts, I was not in the state of peace. Peace was in the form of thoughts in my head. Acceptance was in the form of thoughts. And I fooled myself. And then when something came from outside this box, I became angry at spirituality. I became angry at God, at consciousness. Wait a second, I trusted you. I wasn't in the state of trust. I was thinking of trusting the consciousness. Trust was just a thought in my head. I trust God. This is what happens with all subconscious humans. Most of those religions, when they go pray in churches, I trust God. And I go home, I trust God. It's just a thought. There is no, trust is a state. Trust is a state of surrender. It's not a thought. So just make sure that there's something beyond your thoughts. So meaning don't take your thoughts seriously. Your thoughts, no matter what the thought is, I promise you, it doesn't matter what thought it is. You can take from the most exhilarating thought to the silliest thought. They are just as insignificant. Every thought you come up with, including this thought, that thoughts are insignificant. This very thought is insignificant. Because it doesn't change it. And this thought that I'm telling you does not change it. It's insignificant.
Thank you.
Manas, you want to say something? Yeah. And just to feel more comfortable in your comfort zone, when you face the same, when you come facing the same person or same situation that you struggled with yesterday or a year ago, whatever it is, remember that you're coming without any luggage. Every moment you're reaching this moment without any luggage, not even a carry-on.
Okay.
Seriously. There's nothing you're bringing from the past, because everything you're bringing from the past is an illusion. You're pretending that you're having luggage when you arrive to the next moment. But you have nothing with you. You're bringing nothing from the past. So don't create this illusion. When you see Dan next, don't create that this is the same Dan that was here yesterday. Dan can change at any moment. Or your perspective of Dan can change any moment. The way you feel towards Dan can change any moment. But that's what keeps the vicious cycle going. Is we bring this luggage from yesterday and from a minute ago into every moment. We carry it with us on our shoulders. And it's a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden. So, okay, before we go, any comments, any questions? Why are you so quiet?
Because we got new information today.
Yeah. So, and you can your brain would want to experiment. Oh, Johnny said something. Let me see if it works or not. Whether you think that or you don't think that is not. Don't be afraid. It's not going to change anything. It's not. So it doesn't mean that if you think it, what the consciousness is going to flow into your experience is going to change or not. No, it's not. You can think anything. You can let your brain think anything it wants to think. Anything.
You can't stop it.
Yes, we can't stop it.
Right. So that is fun. It's going to be like a little child playing in this field here. So, thank you so much for
Thank you.